Hello again. It's Elizabeth and I'm over here in my art loft. I'm going to show you how to make a cute little journal out of just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. In this case I have scrapbook paper that has 2 sides. Back side, which is kind of uninteresting, and the front side, which is very graphic because it's from Graphic 45. These journals are really easy to make and you can decorate them however you like. First you start with a 6-inch cut and you go across the paper, not up and down. Okay, so we align it perfectly on the 6-inch mark, and I'm cutting 2 at once. And it shifted. I hate it when it does that. So it's not perfect. Probably close enough, but still it'll be a little bit out. Okay, let's get this one. I need to hold that really tight and cut off that top quarter. Let's see how far we are. If you turn it upside down, oh, it's not bad. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more, see if I can get those more precise. The same ones that I had before. I actually bought these at Tuesday morning yesterday. They were on sale, of course, and they're from a paper pack by Graphic 45 that has lots of butterflies in it, and of course I like butterflies. So let me show you the paper pack here in a second. But you can also get them as individual sheets. These are like the individual add-on sheets that you can get to go with your paper pack. Okay, so this is the Graphic 45 pack. That's the add-ons. Here's the actual front of it. I'm going to put this chopper away. Can you see that? Yeah. Come on, behave. There we go. And this is a, it's got, in the Graphic 45 pack, it's got a lot of different butterfly patterns, 2 of each sheet, front and back, of course. I chose the 2 that I chose today for this because they're the ones that you can get individually. I don't know if you can get all the other ones individually. As you can see the bugs there. My husband says butterflies are simply fancy bugs. I think he says that to bug me. He does a good job. Here's one that has the tags, the tags that you can cut out and some borders that you could use for belly bands and so on to decorate your journal. But today I just wanted to show you how to make the journal itself because it's a lot of fun and I think you'll like it. First we start with 6 inches by 12 inches. So we have there a bunch of 6 inches by 12 inches. And then we want to choose which one will be the inside spread, because when we're doing this we're going to have one that's like this folded, and then behind it will be another one, and you'll see half of that page and half of, let me put that in the middle, half of that page and half of this page, and then the next page you'll see half of that page and half of this page. That is if you were using it. I have extra ones here, you know. Okay, we're going to use these 2. And I think this one, well, it doesn't really matter on those. And this one. Okay, so you have 2 of each one if you've taken 2 pages and cut them in half. So you had 2 like this, cut them in half. You've got 4 pages that you're going to use to make a book. And I want to have the inside of mine to have the butterflies. And then I want to have the same thing on each one. So if I just turn this over, then I have the same thing, the same print on each one. Now I won't be able to do that all the way through, so I'm going to use the back of this one to go with this. And then this is the inside, the other side of it. And then this will be the outside of the book. And we'll put a cover over that so you won't see that. So don't make your pretty papers there. So the first thing that we do is we get our folding, scoring device. And if you don't have one, of course, you can measure these things and score them with a ruler, just on a, on a softer piece of stuff. We take our first sheet, which is going to be our middle one, and we're going to score that at 1 3/4 inches from the left. 1 3/4 inches. You see that? I'm probably scoring upside down where I'm supposed to be scoring. I fold it wrong anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then from there, 5 more inches. So that would make it at 6 3/4. Is that right? Yeah, yes. Okay, 6 3/4, and then it's 7. Okay, you can't see those folds. And I'll have this information in the description so that you can, write it down and do it yourself. Okay, so we're going to fold at the 7 one. We're going to fold at the 6 3/4, which is right. Come on, where are you? Right there. It's going to be a little bitty spine here on this one. But this is the inside middle sheet, the middle sheet of the set. Okay, see how that works? We've got a little thing there. And this one we're going to fold the other direction. Okay, so this will all make sense in a minute. Okay, that's sheet number 1. And notice how when we have this, if we glue these down, then we have a little pocket already here. Okay, so that's the first sheet that you do. The second sheet, you score it at 5. At 5 3/4, that's 5. And then at 5 3/4. And then at 10 3/4. Okay, so this one we are going to fold on this fold. You can use your bone folder. Fold it a second time on that fold. And then this one we're going to fold this to the inside so that it'll make pretty butterflies on a page that's otherwise all black. Okay, so we've got 2 of them. And this is how they would go together. Okay. The third one, you're going to fold at 3/4 of an inch, right here, 3/4 of an inch. And then at 5 3/4. And then at 7, come back here, 7. Okay, so we're going to fold that one in at 7. Okay, that should be 5 inches. Let's make sure that's 5. Now, how did you mess up? Let me do my 7 one again. I don't know if I folded that right. 7 right there. There we go. 7 and 5 3/4. And then the little small fold at this edge. And we'll fold this through toward these bugs because it's still got a little bit of colorfulness on it. We like color. Or you could fold it the other way if you like. If you fold it the other way, you'll get that kind of thing. It's kind of interesting. I like it this way, so we'll go this way. Okay, so that's our third sheet. Kind of almost looks like a book already. And our fourth sheet then, we will fold at 5. At 6 3/4. And at 11 3/4. So you're going to have a little bitty fold over on this edge. Come on, you. Just a 1/4 inch. Okay, so all of these fold the same direction. And we have a 1/4 inch here to fold. And we just press that little guy down. And we're going to use this to add a little book of journaling pages to the back. I'll show you how to do that too. So there we have the outside and all of our things to go in it. Okay, putting this together. Move our scoreboard. It's really quite simple to put this together. All you need is 1/4 inch tape, and I'm going to use red tape for the center one because I like it to go. Should I do the center one first? I always do the. Kind of hard to see these folds, so you might have to like make a pencil mark where your fold is, especially with all this light. There, I can see it a little better there. See? And we're going to tape that a 1/4 inch from the other fold. And when we do that, then it will be a 1/4 inch on each side from the other fold. We'll do the center one first. It'll be easier to see. Okay, so our center one has a little bitty fold here. And we're going to put red tape, or you can use score tape along there, or you can use the ultimate red tape that is really sticky and really stays. So what we're going to do is precisely put that right along that spine. So right along that edge, as exactly as you can go. Press that down really well. And then we'll trim off our other bit of it. I'll put that little piece in the trash. And now when we're ready to put it down, I have a little trick for you to put this down. Instead of just ripping that off, that whole liner piece off, it's easiest if you take your liner, get it loose of course, come on, you can do it. There we go. Nope, not quite. Oh, come on. Of course you're on camera, so it's gonna take forever to get it loose. Okay, come on, you can do it. Okay, let's try this side. Maybe it's gonna be nicer. There we go. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so just take a little bit loose, like this, just about an inch loose. And then when you put it down in your book here, you're going to see where that's going to go, and it's going to go a 1/4 inch from that fold, the far fold. So I want to make it line up to the top, line up to the bottom, and then it should go right in the middle of that spine area, which should be a 1/4 inch from that fold and a 1/4 inch from that fold. And if you've just pulled off a little 1/4, like an inch of this, then you can really line it up straight. And once you've got it lined up straight, you can hold it and then just peel that out, and that will glue down just perfectly. So here we have, I gotta get rid of that. The tape always tries to stay with me, the liner. Okay, so we have this, and there's a 1/4 inch on this side. Can you see? So we have it like this. Okay, so the next one, then we'll put tape on the back of this between those two folds. And this is 3/4 inch wide, so if you've got something that's 3/4 inch wide, you can use that. or you'll have to piece. I'm just using score tape for this one because it won't have as much, quite as much strain on it as the center one does. But you can see how I'm just holding this right against the edge, so you can see a little tiny bit of the edge there. And then when I put this down, I know you can tear this lovely score tape, but I like to use scissors because it keeps it more precise. So let me trim that off. I'll trim off this end. Put my trash out of the way. Okay, so we've got that, and we've still got more that we have to add to. In this case, I'm just going to add an 1/8 inch, and I know it'll be a little bit of space there, but that way I don't go over and have any goo sticking out to the edge. So we're going to use a little bit of this 1/8 inch tape. Wait a minute, I felt there you are. Okay, it's easier if I put it toward me. Get right against that edge as close as you can without going over. And there we have the tape. Take that off. Now when you get ready to put this one in the book, in the next section, in the next page, then we're going to have 2 pieces that we have to peel just slightly. Oh, come on, tape. Okay. This one goes in like this, to make it like that. And we will lay this down. And you can actually look at this edge here and see that that's a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. You want to make sure they line up. And when you peel that, you can peel one. I usually just peel that little one because it's not going to stick till the big one gets stuck. And then, come on, sticky thing. I think I'm going to go the other way with him. Okay, so let's do that. I'll go turn it to this side. Everybody over to that side. And look at this. That's pretty close. Okay, where that fold is. And also stand it up sometimes and look at it. Get it right in the center there. Remember, we have that one, the little one is totally loose, so there we go with that. Make sure it's lined up on the edges, front, top, and bottom. Oops, edges, top, and bottom. And when it's lined up, then you're ready to hold that down and peel this loose. Add it there. And you're almost there. So we have our 3rd page on. What's nice about this journal is that when you're finished with it, it lays completely flat. See? Flat. Well, not completely. I mean, it's got a little tiny bit. Can't get away from that. Okay, turn that in there. Get in there, you. Okay, so then we have the last piece. Let's put some tape on here. This one is 1 1/4 inches wide. So if we use a 1/2 inch tape, I can do one of those and then a 1/4 inch. And I will have it close enough. So there's a 1/2 inch. Again, I'm going to use my scissors to cut it off so that it'll be precise, or more precise. And if it's not totally even at the top and bottom, I mean, you can trim those later. So it's not, oh, come on, don't get on there. So it's not going to be a big deal if you don't get it precise, totally precise. Come on, get in it. Trying to get the excess tape off your fingers is sometimes the hardest part. Okay. So we had 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to use another piece of the 1/2 inch here. And it will fit. Just refolded it so I could see the edge over here. And if you want, you can put a little 1/8 inch tape in between, in the middle of that. I usually do just because. And if you have 1 inch tape, I mean, use that if you want to. It's not going to make much. Whatever. I mean, if you didn't put this little 1/8 inch, it wouldn't really matter that much because you've got enough hold for it because each of your edges is being held together. So, and we can just take that guy out of there because these other ones are going to be enough of a space that it's not going to immediately grab onto the other piece. Okay, so we're going to just start this like this, fold that. Oops, I guess I should be in camera, huh? Okay, and again, start this one. We'll peel him out to this side. Just like that. And then when we put it in our book, you can stand it up to put it in, or you can lay it down, whichever makes it easier for you. But you can see where those edges are. And when you put that in, as evenly as you can from front, even from the front, even from the back. Oops, come on. Don't stick yet. There we go. It's trying to be bothersome, of course. Okay, when it sticks, now that's close enough. We're going to call it good. When we lay it down, then we want to make sure our edges are even. And then when we press this down, you can see where that is. See how that is? Can we get you up one more time? There we go. Come on. Get right exactly 1/4 inch from that fold. And even on the edges. We can press you down. And that middle one should hold it, but it's being obstinate. Okay, so when we hold this down, we'll peel this out. And we should be able to put that tape down and have everybody precise. Then we should be able to flip it over, flip these pages over, and we've got this one on this side that we need to also peel out. And then lay that down and make that, press that down again. And now you have your book. And I usually just have a piece of mat board or some kind of other board to put on the covers to make them a little more sturdy, but we'll do that another time. This is your basic book. I'll do another video of how I embellish it so that you can get an idea on that. And here we have our basic book. So when we open it, we would have 1 page. The Beatles, of course, don't match, but that's okay. Come on. And then when we turn it, we will make this into a pocket. See this? Make that into a pocket. And we turn the page. When you're doing your embellishments, you just make sure that you don't go over this fold that's going to be here. See the fold? Okay. And then a regular page with the pocket on this side. Then the center layout, which does not have any pockets, but we can add something else to make a tuck spot or a pocket. The next page, we have the pocket on this side. And there we have just 2 pages together. And then the next page, we have a little flap over on this side. And this we're going to add a journaling spot, a journaling thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will make another one to show you how to actually embellish this, or how I actually embellish this, including the pockets, the tuck spots, the add-ins, and all the rest of that. And if you like this video, please subscribe. If you don't like this video, come back another time. Maybe you'll like another thing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and leave a comment if you like, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.